I knew that there was going to be a lot of footsteps to get me to that summit, and that was part of the draw towards this trip. It wasn't just going to be a standard vacation, that this was going to be a physical and a spiritual journey for myself, where I could disconnect from reality and my real world and reconnect with my core, my spirit, my light, my soul.
Okay, here we go,
Nepal stole my heart. I was always drawn to that country and to the Himalayan mountains. Little did I know what a most amazing, peaceful journey this was going to take me on. I knew that it was going to be challenging in a lot of ways, physically, spiritually, mentally, but I believe through this experience I was able to actually see and feel what life is supposed to be about.
All right, babe. This is for your mama, for Debbie. We will always love you and miss you. She's up at the top of the mountains. For your mama.
Our community was absolutely amazing. We actually call ourselves Parivar, which in Nepalese means family. So we grew very, very close. The community, I now call them my dear friends, and we still stay in touch weekly with each other. I think at the very beginning I was a little nervous. I didn't know what to expect. Looking ahead at the forecast and knowing that we were going to go through all of the elements of weather, we started off with very warm weather, then we encountered rain, hail, snow, very, very cold elements, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to endure 10 days of something like that. It was mentally tough. There were many times when, we would stop and kind of think, like, what are we doing out here in the middle of nowhere? However, there was no option to turn around. We all had the same goal in mind, we all had the same destination, and we just knew if it was literally one step in front of the other, that we would get there.
Namaste!
I remember seeing the Himalayans off at a distance for the very first time, and my jaw dropped with the beauty. Then as we got into the mountains, we obviously needed our donkeys. They were huge. They helped carry a lot of our mule trains, is what they were called. They helped carry a lot of the supplies into the tea houses that were traveling up into the trail. I often would wonder, well, oh my goodness, how did they get this furniture? How did they get the food? How did they get the supplies, the bedding, all the things that we were taking advantage of? Well, they are either hiked up by a human being or they're hiked up by mules.
Sagale.
What? What's your name?
My name is Mani Sagale.
Oh, I'm Kristina. Can you say Kristina? Kristina.
Kristina.
Yes! Namaste!
The people of Nepal were absolutely the most gracious, kindest human beings I've ever interacted. I would say we would look at their lifestyle in America as poverty, yet these people are probably the most happiest, most fulfilled people in the entire world. They literally live off the land, they grow their own food, and they have very, very little stress, so they live long, long lives. They don't wake up to an alarm clock. They really interact with their own community, their neighbors, their family, and their days are basically taking care of their own family, taking care of their food, maybe dancing a little bit or a lot. I did notice the Nepali people love smiling and they love dancing. I loved seeing the elders in the community, just looking how beautiful their faces were with all the wrinkles and the lines on their face. It just described so much life and so much knowledge and wisdom, and it was such a beautiful thing. There's a lot of tradition in the Nepalese culture with prayer flags, and they represent various things. They represent the elements of earth and fire and water and light and Mother Nature, but they also are tokens of celebration, and they're tokens of memories and honoring and respecting loved ones.
Nepal! Wow!
When I reached the summit, I brought my prayer flags with me, and I wanted to honor, number one, my parents, because without them I wouldn't have the love of travel, and without them they helped make this trip possible for me and was huge as far as encouraging me to go when I had doubts. I also wanted to honor my children because they are my strength and they are my why to why I do everything every single day. I also wanted to honor my boyfriend, Cuyler, because he is also my rock, and he is my love, and he was part of this journey to the top of the mountaintop. And I also wanted to honor Debbie, Cuyler's mama. You know, she had recently passed, and I had written a little note on one of the back of the prayer flags and left it at the summit and said a little prayer for her as well. To me, it was a personal accomplishment. Physically, it was one of the hardest things I'd ever endured. But mentally and spiritually, I overcame a lot of things that I needed to let go of. Part of my journey was finding discernment and trying to get some clarity of what my life should look like and should feel like. And I felt like every day, every step on that journey, I was becoming more clear in who I was and what I wanted.
Namaste. Namaste! 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 He's eating this orange. Is that a problem? I said, no problem. I don't think you should be eating that. Namaste! Yay, yay, yay!
We finished in the town of Pokhara. We all had one last night together at the hotel. We actually had pizza delivered that night, had a warm shower, which was absolutely amazing. And then we said our goodbyes. The majority of the group split. I stayed with Ali and Tara, and we decided to stay in Pokhara for a couple more days and explore the town. So henna tattoos are traditional for Indian and Nepalese women, and they are painted flowers or various ornaments along the arms and fingertips of women. So we decided to dive into the culture that day and get some for ourselves.
Doggies don't like the monkeys. Oh. Okay, I got that on GoPro.
So our very last adventure, since we were in Nepal, we decided we could not leave without seeing Mount Everest. So we took a private chartered jet and got to view most of the Himalayan mountain range, but most importantly, we got to see Mount Everest. And that was a highlight for sure. It's absolutely humbling. You're awestruck. One of the highest mountains in the world. It was absolutely breathtaking and so beautiful, and just the perfect way to end our trip. I'm grateful to those loved ones that were able to come alongside me, encourage me to go on this trip, to take this adventure. Thank you for being supportive, whether you're a family or a friend. And coming along my side to allow me to live the best life that I want to live. I'm full of gratitude that I was able to experience such a beautiful country and a beautiful culture. It's forever changed my heart, and it's forever changed my perspective of the world. I feel much more united and much more clear on the way that we are supposed to live and feel our life.